There we go. Yeah, I think I'm ready for more Landstalker here. Here we go. I've been pretty good, Kimberson. How about you? So last time on Landstalker, what happened? We went into the crypt under the city and we got an amulet? Armlet? We got an armlet, I think. Armlet. And we held that up in front of Mir's tower to let us in. There was like a magic barrier on it. It's kind of a maze inside. And then we did that, and Mir turned out to be the Duke's brother. And he told us the Duke has been doing shady things. So we've come back to town, and I guess we're gonna go confront the Duke. So here we go. The Duke is waiting for me. So the story was that the wizard Mir was extorting money from the Duke, but it turned out not to be true, at least according to Mir. Chickens. So the Duke was raising really high salaries, or not really high taxes on everybody. He was blaming the wizard. We'll see what happens when we get inside here. The Duke is very glad to see Nigel. Ah, he wants to see the jewel. We're also on a mission to collect 5 jewels to unlock the treasure in the volcano, center of the island. He suddenly surrounded us with soldiers here. Maybe the sight of a beautiful lady will make you feel better. So, apparently the princess of Nigel's homeland has been staying at the castle, at least that's the rumors, but there's been some weird suggestions about her. Wait, it's Miss Kyla. Kyla is a rival thief. That's not who we thought the guest was. Well, this is a surprise. Hi there, Toxics. How's it going? Oh, I see. Kyla is working with the Duke. Oh, so this was all a trick to get me to get the jewel from the tower. Wally and Inkart, her subordinates, agree. You want to get 2 more jewels for us? Uh-oh. Oh, no. The Duke doesn't want to share. Oh, I lost the 2 jewels. And down we go. Well, maybe we can be friends now instead of rivals. Oh, these armored things are coming for me. I wish I could block. So, what do we have here? Looks like we've got to go up. So what's going on here? Are they getting give me the treasures. Help me. Oops. Let's try to talk to them more. Can't we let them out? I don't think I have the option to help them. They look like they're getting squished there. Ow. Oh, I have to do that every time. Smooth walking. This game does demand kind of complete mastery of its inputs. I see, so these are 4 switches. Good thing I learned all about putting pots on shelves in town from that old lady whose hobby was making people put pots on shelves. Now where are we? I don't know what that opened. Maybe the door out of this room. Up the top. Oh, it's closed now. Okay, so I better figure out the rest of the route. That's a timed switch. We gotta get around here and up there in time. Okay. Oh, we made it. First try. That's surprising. I haven't had much luck with these time puzzles, but maybe I'm getting better at the inputs. Hi there, Bridgewater. What did you miss? So, at the end of the last time, we talked to Mir, the wizard, and he told us the Duke was up to no good and he was lying about the taxes. And he gave us the purple jewel. So, at the start of this one, we went to go see the Duke at the castle, and he took the jewels from us, the red one too, and he dropped us in the pit. He also dropped Kyla, Ink, and Wally down in the pit. So we've got a door here. Seems like nothing's going on in this room, but there's 3 doors above. So anyhow, he dropped us into his dungeon. Kyla, Ink, and Wally are stuck under a ball that's bouncing on their heads. What's this? Oh hey, there's a person here. Morales. The Education Minister of Maple. That's where Nigel's from. Oh, he's the custodian of Princess Lara. Now, they've been saying Princess Lara was staying at the castle, and other people were saying that it might not have been her. My theory is that Kyla was pretending to be her? Or something? Oh, there's another room over there. Oh, I think this is the woman... That might have been the woman that was trying to warn me at the castle that the princess was not who she seemed or something like that. But I don't know, it was sounding to me like there was maybe an imposter princess. But I wasn't quite sure of the situation. It's a bit mysterious. So there's a further upstairs. I need 2 keys? Wait, did I get 1? Nothing happened. I wonder when I'll get new boots or gloves. Well, that's okay. Like, I was planning to archive all these streams anyway, so you'll be able to catch up. But, sorry, your connection's not doing so well. So before I went in there, I wanted to check the rest of this room. It's the way out, except I bet I need gloves to move these or something. I bet that's my next item. So that answers that question, but where that goes. Happy to have that answered finally. Bag is full. Oh, unicorns. Yes, this is a unicorn in this game. Mummies. Oh no. That was a bad start. Activated all the enemies at once. There we go. It's the end of the line. Who's saying that? These two? Elf boy fall down, go boom? Fall down, go boom. What is that from? Fall down, go boom. I'll probably just use up an Eki here. So, is it going to give me 16? Yes. Okay. Time for all little boys to go bed. Glad that one stopped on the stairs up there. Kind of annoyed that they can walk around the part of the platform that I can't. It's odd. You just said that. Or I guess you didn't. I guess it's not this guy's fault. And the guy that did say that is dead now, so... I don't know. Hello, boy. Watched your funny little adventure in Mir's Tower from the wings. Who's that behind Zach? Is that the other adventurer? I forget who the third one was. I knew Duke Mercator was untrustworthy. He's much worse than I thought. I found a new job. Oh, it's Lara. Wow, cool. It's always been my dream to be saved by a prince. I get this lounge lizard and save me. Not a lizard? So was that Lara? Keep going up and up and up. Stay there, or she'll fall to her death? Why would he do that? Got ransom to collect. Wow, I'm flying. See, I'm flying. Are you licensed by the AFA? What's the AFA? American Flight Association? Decide if I should tilt my microphone. Maybe a little bit. My prince, please come save me. Looks like I'm gonna fall. How you doing, Evie Hickman? Oh, wait, is this a ladder? No, this is the door I came out of. I guess this is my only option. That was a long fall. Hey, what's in here? Nothing? Well, I've escaped outside of the castle. General Arthur needs help. Okay, General Arthur was helpful. Seems worth helping. And of course I'm wasting a lot of time here just looking at everything else instead. Okay, so we just came in here. When is the Duke coming back? Plan his dinner menu. So people had nothing but nice things to say about the Duke before, but I guess times have changed. I'm kind of curious what's going on outside. Oh? Some kids have taken over the guard. That's funny. curious if the trapdoor hole is still here. Nope. Nope, they closed that up. There's no switch I could throw, is there? So this was the guest quarters up here. And I wasn't allowed in here before. Wow, this room's all messed up. Wonder who was having party out here. Oh, this is the infamous bathroom. This is where Kyla, Ink, and Wally were staying. But you didn't get to go in here in this version. The Japanese version, there was a scene where you could go in there. You'd find them. But they made it inaccessible in the English version of the game. Two horrible monsters following some great beauty out of the basement. Wait, he said that before. Hmm. These blocks have moved. So I go back in? So I just came out of here. Wait, what was this way? That was the way back in. I don't think I need to be in here. But it's empty now, so I guess it doesn't matter much to wander around. Oh, this is just going back up the tower. I needed to go help Arthur. He's not down here, I'm realizing. Have I taken 16 damage yet? No. I'm just trying to decide when to collect an Eki. So there's a couple spares in this dungeon. Wait, where am I going? I'm trying to get out of here. Going the wrong way. This chest is an Eki, and I've got 9, so I can't collect any more. So I could use one. Oh, that's where I need to go, back up there. There we go. An Eki, it's the healing herb of this game. So it heals half my life. Okay, so I did not need to come to this library. I've got to go up to the soldier training area. I don't know if that was a barracks. There was a barracks there. I thought it was on the east side of the castle, but I guess not that east side. Maybe it's over here. There we go. Ah. Yes, this is where I need to go. So, I think this room was the soldier barracks. Okay. Oh, they respawn. Okay. Anything going on in here? No. Guess I gotta fight these again. I don't like this thing where enemies tend to knock you back out of a room immediately after entering. It happens surprisingly often. Oh, there's Arthur. Hey Arthur, how's it going? The Duke heard about the secret treasures from those three and stole away on a ship after breaking the lighthouse to prevent us from following him. Go around the east wall of the castle and open the door. There's a hidden switch to open the gate to Green Maze. I wonder what Green Maze is. The gate will appear at the fountain. Yes. Wait, gate will appear at the fountain? Let me write a note. And the armored knight will politely wait while I take notes while I'm talking to Arthur. To fix the lighthouse, thou must go to Green Maze and find the Sunstone. Go upstairs and cut the armor. First I'll cut this armor. Don't let him get the treasures, he's a devil. We're counting on thee. Go upstairs and cut the armor. He sounds out of breath. I like all the dots. He's clearly been having a rough time. He's the captain of the guard, though. He should be doing well. Aha! So here we have a way up. What's up here? It's the key. I think we can just jump straight down. Is it easy to farm money in this game? It doesn't take too long, but some of the items are pretty expensive. There are a bunch of items I don't know what they do. So I have this death statue, this cake, this spell book. I don't know what they do. These were taken from me. Okay, so these are when you've had an item and it was taken away, it turns black. This cures poison. This cures paralysis? I'm hoping someone will explain these, but I don't know. They were expensive though, so I don't want to waste them. And there's one other item I want to buy, but it's 1,500. Alright, so should I run around town talking to everybody again? Find out what's changed. She's singing somebody else's song. I think that was her son's song. And then she learned it. Oh, she's still up to this. I don't think I want to do this again. Let's do it again anyway. I did this 2 or 3 times before. She only gave me 2 gold each time. It is not worth it. But amusingly, she told us it was her hobby to waste people's time last time. So who knows? Maybe something funny will happen the 3rd time. Two golds. Please help me again. She explains that this is her hobby. I smashed them all before. Wait! Aha! I found the real reward. I don't know if I missed that last time, or maybe I had to do that 3 times to get it. I did smash all those pots at one point. They just come back, though. Her husband collects more, I guess. Yes, it was a lie that Mir caused the attack. So Mir was the Duke's brother, who was a wizard, sent him away to a tower, and blamed him for the city's problems, that he was extorting money. Okay, let's try this one again. Hey! Nice! Now what I'd really like is that treasure chest, but... Hang on, can I climb on the ball? I'm a thief. I'm a good thief. Need to stand on one of these. I think the real challenge is getting out of here. Oh! Almost had a way out. This is irritating. Can I jump on this one, or is it too high? Oh wait! I'm foolish. I can just jump on the chest. No. Are you nuts? Do you not like gambling? Will you lower the price of this? I like how it goes dark. Guess you can't afford it. That lady outside is jealous of this guy's girlfriend. This one I'm trying once every time I pass by, just to see if I can't do it, but Basically, you have to hit him before he hits you every time. Times, I don't know how many, probably 50 or something. Then he gets stronger each time. So, I was just in there. Nothing in here. Oh, I did talk to her. What's in here? Oh. Wait, does she still have a quest now that I've opened the treasure chest? No. Okay, I've been in here. So there's still this place. It's a private area. I wonder what kind of place this is. It was the Lighthouse Keeper's Apprentice. Oh, that's where the boy went from the lighthouse. Huh. I really like how much detail this game has put into like the towns, because this is like the 4th time I've gone through the town, and everybody's had something new to say each time. Like they've been updated with current events. It's actually pretty interesting. $6 golds. You are a captain, eh? He was always smiling and pretending to serve the town. Ludwig was a musician. People were waiting for him to teach, but he got kind of besotted with Princess Lara. And he seemed kind of depressed. He was hanging out at this bar for a while. Here's the church. This is the crypt. The old man at the crypt isn't hanging around anymore. Doesn't look like there's anything new down here. Yeah, so that was the whole dungeon we did. One of the dungeons we did last time. I like how this game it just leaves everything behind you in case you want to come back to it. Now, I should check out the docks, see what's going on down there. Before I do that, I'm going to use an Eki because you can buy some here. But only as many as you can use will appear. Oh, it's gone gray here. That's odd. There's this song that's apparently very catchy about reaping. So I guess this is where the Duke's ship was, but it's gone now. Please fix the lighthouse. Way anchors. Way yo yo. Way yo ho. Ways breaking. Way yo ho. Hey, I'll teach Mom a new song. This song reminds me of The Rite of Spring by Igor Stravinsky. Like, just the high melody, kind of in a different key, is very reminiscent of that. So there's still some... So there's these boxes on the ship, and it felt weird that I can just stack them up. What's this for? Why can I stack the boxes? There's some secret here. Covered the 3 vents. Does that allow me anything? No. Okay, so this was the buyer's market here. I wonder if there's anything new. It doesn't look like you have anything. So the shopkeeper seems kind of lazy and had me come and do the pickup for it, or the buying for him? I don't know. It seems like not a big task, but I guess he wasn't up to it. Okay, so... Oh, right, there's still another half of town that we haven't been through. So this is the discount shop. Wait, what's this? Bell. I didn't see that before. It's probably been there the whole time. I want that bell. Hang on. I'm gonna go out and... I only need 25 gold, so... I don't know what the bell does, but I want it. Kind of a hassle leaving town. I guess I could have gone through the pier area. Ooh, I can one-hit the yellow slimes now. Yeah, the mushrooms aren't worth fighting because they take a while to pop out. See you later, Bridgewater. Have a good night. There we go. No time at all to get up to 750. I can go back and buy that bell, whatever it does. I'll know what it does, I just want to have it. I want to have one of everything. Can't leave because of the lighthouse, yes. Nor will we be without the Duke. These people were dependent on him somehow. I'm going back to the continent. Oh! This is Ludwig's studio. People were waiting for music lessons, but he didn't come back. He was out drinking. So my theory is that Princess Lara came to the castle, and then they started dressing up Kyla as Lara, and Ludwig met Kyla. That's my theory. And fell for her. Okay, so let's take a look at this bell. I can use it. Don't know what it does. I guess I could save my game, try and figure out what the items do. I really like this advice. Hardships are essential for you to mature. There really are no easy solutions. Nobody's at the inn. That's interesting. Let's take a look at the map. So we found... Direction's kind of confusing to me. At the top right, found a red jewel. At the bottom right... No! At the bottom middle, at that tower, we found the purple jewel. So there should be one at the bottom right, I guess. And then... there should be two more, maybe at each of those towns, maybe at that rocky formation up there. I don't know. Also, what's that red dot in the sea? I really wonder. This music is entirely too expansive for this map screen, where you can't do anything. It's a really nice tune. The Duke has fled. Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Did the Duke take the dog? This. Ooh. Yarg. Feels like there should be more to that house, but I don't know. Maybe there isn't. There's no dog here. That's odd. Where'd the dog go? Nobody's minding the doghouse. And this was the fortune teller. She turned somebody young. Oh, okay, I'll do it on my own, fine. Oh, right, we talked to her a couple times, didn't we? Okay, so we haven't visited the Lighthouse. We haven't visited... Okay, so the girl who used to wait around here is gone. So there's the door I gotta go into. It should lead me to Green Maze. So I'll check out the Lighthouse, then I'll save, and then I guess we'll go to Green Maze. I wonder... Wait, how do I get to the Lighthouse? Wait, the Lighthouse wasn't here. The Lighthouse was in... Ryuma. Well, I'm gonna have to go back to Ryuma anyway. So, instead of going there directly, I guess I'll go to the Green Maze first. And then I'll take the Sunstone over there once I get one. Oh, I can also try and figure out what these do. Shortcake? Is that supposed to be some sort of joke? She did not like the shortcake. So that was a waste of shortcake. I wonder if that's all it does. Let's try using other stuff. Death statue. What happened? Something happened. What happened? Is that a joke? Abracadabra. Are these just joke items? Do they do anything? Very curious. So, I'm not gonna go in there just yet. I'm gonna go reload my save. I was just trying to see what these items do, but... Clearly, they don't do much out here. Now, I really hope I didn't just throw away any progress. I do want to make one little check here. I don't think I did, because I think I did a bunch of stuff. Okay, so we got some slimes around. What happens if we use Spellbook? No? Nothing? Okay. Death Statue? Am I paralyzed? I'm a little confused by what these do. Maybe they're all joke items. Maybe they don't do anything. Maybe I can trade them away later. Alright, so let's copy our save. And let's go to the green maze. I think we're done investigating what's gone on in town. So we just go around the corner here. Oops. What button was that? What did I press? Oh, it's the spacebar. Forgot that RetroArch has a fast forward button and it's the spacebar. What does tab do in RetroArch? Hang on. That's I think space is a bad key for this. I'm gonna make it tab. Okay, so do I have to... Fast forward hold? Oh. No, I don't want escape. I want nothing. How do we... Ah, there we go. I want this one to be tab. There we go. That's what I like. That's what I'm used to from other emulators, but hold tab to fast forward. So do I have to save or will it remember my settings? Some things you have to save, some things it will remember. RetroArch is a little bit confusing. Alright, in we go. Oh my. This is going to be a thing. Now what? Oh, he said the gate would open in the fountain. I bet it's out here. Yes. Okay. Gotta go the long way around. Okay, it looks like I see. So the statue moved back and blocked the water. That's what it looks like. Still got town music out here. Why is there a step right there? It's kind of odd. Alright, green maze. Mountainous area. Town of Mercator. Why can I go up here? So let's... Oh, I can't go to the mountainous area because there are these blue trees in my path. Someday I'll be able to cut those down or something. Still very curious when that day will be. Oh, hey, it's a Wizrobe. You coming back? This is vexing. I do not like the mushrooms. What? Where'd it go? There's two of them? I'm just gonna keep on moving. No, I can't keep on moving. Do I have to fight them to get through? Oh, there's a... It's a green maze. Full of annoying wizards. Alright, what's going on up here? Why did I find a secret path up here? What was the purpose? Hecky time. It feels like you can't actually even hit them unless they hit you, because they don't hang around otherwise. So why can I stand here? Why did I come here? Seems like there's nothing going on up there. That's odd. Hey, who's this? Old Goal, Keeper of Green Maze. Sunstone, yes. Hidden in the depths of this forest. The naughty little gnomes that live here have changed the roots. Yes, give me some tips. Don't look at the bottom of the trees. You see a gap between the tops. Might be a root. Northeast sector. Okay. Here's a tree. Maybe I'll find its twin someday. Okay, I see. So that's the start of a maze. this looks... Okay, there's a path there. There's a path here? No. There's a path here. Okay. What does that sound mean? This has to be something, but what? What is it for? Alright. Well, let's just do the maze then. Okay. Lets you jump up here, but why? I guess there's maybe a lot of things that are for nothing up here. What's this here? Some pond? Okay. Okay, that's the back way. Was there another path to this door? Not. I feel I gotta go around now. How do I get to that treasure chest? I just unlocked. No! Will it remain? Oh, it does. Okay. That's a relief. $20 golds. Aw, come on. That's just mean. Okay, there's a cave here. That's a little mysterious. This comes out up here. Okay, this has a ding as well. But why? It's a dog. Wow, it's Einstein. Einstein? Nice. saved my dog's life. Einstein told me. Einstein whistle. We can talk to dogs. Well, that's cool. Gotta go talk to all the dogs I know then. Why do I want to get up here? Can I climb this? It's just a dog whisperer origin story? Maybe. These look like vines I can climb, except I don't seem to be able to climb them. So I guess I'll stop trying, but... Well, that was good. Killed a dog, got a livestock. Got the ability to talk to all dogs now. This seems to be a dead end. Okay, I don't think I went this way. Oops. Oof, this is a... tricky passage, it looks like. So I bet this is the way back from a fall or something. Okay, so there's a... Oh, so we can come down here. Oh. Wait, did I just come out here from before? No, I didn't. This is a different teleport. See, there's a vine I can climb. Hey, orcs. This is a big place. And I'm not exploring this in an organized fashion, so I now feel like I've left off a lot of passages. What is this? Dead end. This looks like a way out from where I was earlier. Trying to keep all this in my head, but... Is that not a way around? I guess not. Like, my usually solution for mazes is just to try every path, but in a systematic way. But I feel I've been failing to do this. Okay, so we just found a way in here. Aww. That makes me mad. Now I gotta go all the way around. Oh! I didn't realize I could go through there before. Okay. Now I'm less mad. Now what was that? Doll? What? I thought Doll was the race. Maybe it's not. Doll is the drink. Huh. What does it do? Who wants it? So this is entirely too large a maze, in my view. Wait, was that another way around? Oh, I can't jump across there. I jump across here? No. How do I get onto those? I guess they're not accessible from here, so never mind. Okay. So this path, I feel I've investigated. What does that include? Right, I've been over here. Okay. Okay. Is there some way out here that I'm missing? That's solid. This goes nowhere. This leads to this corner. Is there an alternate path up here? This goes around. Can't go down. I feel like... Wait, where am I now? Can I jump from here to that moving platform? Seems like yes, but... Oh. That makes it easier. Okay, we found the way out. It looks like... Oh. This is quite a... quite a tight space. If I'm not fully off on that, the other one will knock me off. Okay. There we go. We're free! Hey, it's Kyla! They're lost. That's funny. She's blaming Wally. And she's whipping them. Wally seemed to like it. center of Green Maze. We found the center. If this sign is to be believed. Definitely wanted to go in here. Okay, I think I just opened a big shortcut. But to where? Where am I now? More doll. So this feels like probably the way forward. Oh, I'm gonna get blocked out. So it's funny, it seems that there's a maximum of 4 enemies in any given room. Because we see that number a lot, and I don't think I've ever seen more. I felt like I should have gone back from that platform. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. And I think I will. Because I think this was the way forward. And I felt like I'd missed stuff in behind. So I probably have to kill these orcs again. Oh no, they're gone. Okay, well. I'm just gonna head back here. What's this? Nothing. And I just want to see what's on the other side of that ladder. I feel like that ladder was opening a shortcut. That's what it felt like to me. So this is probably a room I could have gotten to earlier. That's my intuition here. Okay, that's a ladder I can drop, or a rope I can drop, I guess. So that's another shortcut. How big is this place? What is this? Oh, that's nice. Am I gonna find another, like, undead priest here or something? Okay, there's another wall I can't cross. Seems to be a lot of those around. I haven't checked back here. So this comes out here. Oh, hey, look, a gnome. 2 gnomes. Wonder what they're up to. Oh no. We like to make people lose their way in the forest. You're lost. You're lost. They're very happy about this. Seems like there's nothing up here. A little unclear on the way out of here. So what have we got here? We've got Gotta step up. I feel like I should be able to get in behind and then climb up this, but don't see a path to do so. Is there a hole in the wall? No? Okay, so this could be a problem. Where to go from here? Where to go from here? Oh, wait. Oh! Did I come in here this way? I probably came in this way. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Oh, okay. So that answers the question of where that path goes. We didn't try this one. Oh, wait. No, we just came out of this? Oh, it's the same one. This is a dead end? Okay. So actually I'm feeling pretty good about the maze now. I think I've investigated most of the paths. That felt like a place I could go around. Okay. Yeah, so I went this way, and I think I tried all the paths here. There was the treasure chest, and the swamp trigger. What was over here? Dead end. Did I go this way before? Oh, hey. It's a gnome making themselves dizzy. This seems to be a dead end. Oh, I see. I can just get straight back that way. Oh, here's the other side of that. Okay. Oh, no! Okay, so I definitely have to come around here again. At least I know the way now. Before I do that, I want to try the middle path. There is one. Oh, it was this path. And then this led to this, which I believe is a dead end over here. Yes. And over this way, this is what led to that dog, right? Callie Ray, how's it going? Yeah, I'm in the green maze. I think I'm making progress on it. I'm just kind of checking on some paths that I neglected the first time. Can I go back this way? Okay, I can. So this is where we found the dog. So I'm not going to go that way again for now. Oh, right, we checked this way. Okay. I actually feel like I've now explored all the paths that I wanted to. Not 100% on that, but I think I did everything up there. I might not have. But the one place I still want to go, I think, is down at the end of this path. Or it's at the end of the dog path. Either way, if this ends up in a dead end, then I'll just be able to go right back, I guess. So what have we got? It's, there's been a lot of ways to go out here. It's been tricky trying to keep it all in my head as I'm doing this. Okay, I investigated this, not... Yeah, I've already been through here. So I think I want to go into this cave. How did I get to the cave just a moment ago? There it is. Hey, it's a shortcut. That's nice. So which shortcut is that? Ah, I see. I know where this is then. So actually, I think I want to go back to where I met the dog. That must have been the way. So how did I get in here? I think there was, yeah, there's a path here. Then we go around the border. Alright, so the dog was through here? No? Through up here? Now I've forgotten already. It's one of these. No, this is where the gnomes were. That's a dead end. This led to 2 ways to go. Somehow. Right, okay, up here. Oh, it was past this. Or was it? I'm confusing myself now. Maybe it was through here. Yes. Oh, okay, yeah, it was out here. The dog was up on this hill. And then... path right back here? No? Where was the path? I thought it was in behind here. Could have sworn it was this way. Guess I must be wrong. Huh. Alright, well, let's try the other way then. It's another gnome. Maybe I haven't been here before. So I can't jump across there. This... yeah, this doesn't lead anywhere. I need the dog again to show me the way. I was certain I remembered the dog leading me here, and then I walked through here right over to where that treasure chest is. I don't see a way to do that anymore. So wait, what is this? This is another path. Where does that... oh, actually maybe this is where I wanted to go. This looks familiar. Oh, okay. Yep, okay. This is where I wanted to go. Except I don't remember the other way to get here, but that's okay, because this is where I wanted to go, I think? I think this is new. Where am I now? Oh, no, I've been here before. Okay. Now, I can't quite recall how to get here the other way. I guess that's a one-way path. This is... no. What is this? This is familiar, but I can't remember how I got here before. Oh, here's the... oh no, that's not it. But the... oh, there it is. This is it. Isn't it? Oh, it's not quite. It's almost what I want. Yeah, this is the spot. Okay. Well, this will be my first 24-hour stream. I don't know, I feel like I'm coming to the end of this cave, to tell you the truth. Or or the end of this maze. Yes, this is the center of Green Maze. Okay. We go down here, and we unlocked this door, and I didn't go through this door because I felt I had unfinished business back before. So let's see where this leads now. Oh right, it went to this waterfall. I did go this way, but... Hey, wait, there's a door back here. It's funny when treasure chests give you a ridiculously low amount of gold. So out here, I think there was a pile of orcs. Golds, yes. A ridiculously low amount of golds. That's what I meant. Thank you for the correction. Okay, so up here... I'm off guard. How far back did he just push me? This is the start, isn't it? Am I? Oh, I came up here earlier. Oh. Wait, where does this lead? Just more questions. Okay. This is quite a maze. I do feel I'm making progress, it's just... probably looks very circuitous. Like, I can recognize when I'm... getting to the places I'm trying to go, I think, but... sometimes there's a few steps getting there. Going through here... like, this is the long way around to get back, but... that's how I know to get there again. We went here, yeah, we're back to the middle, or the center, I should say. The center of Green Maze. So if I can get back to where that gnome was, which was a little ways up here, then... I wonder if I have to press a button to react to him? Or if I just have to get to that spot again. That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, those border paths are kind of devious because they don't have really a visible mark to them. Okay, so what did I do? Oh, wait, hang on. I can go down here? What's at the bottom? Huh, okay, so that's the way I can go that I need to investigate. This was where the gnome was. Up here. He's gonna push me off again. You see a vine down there. You can take a shortcut if you go down there. Got it? Bye. Vine down here? Where does he lead me? This is really weird. Go up the invisible stairs and jump down. Then you'll find... How do I get in the well? Well, okay, so we're definitely making progress. It's just... It's getting... more and more hidden. I can't see it, but it looks good. Would you like some? You're in a hurry? I'll give you this. Restoration. Thank you. I can't see you, but you're still my friend. I like that. That's funny. Okay, so... So how did I get down here? Is there a path? That's not the way. How did I get in there just a moment ago? Oh, there's the path. Okay. This is awfully tricky. How did I get here? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, except there's... Is there no way back up? I see. So, what I really wanted to do was go through that hole, but I'm realizing that's a... I can't come out that hole, because I know where that hole goes. Can I go that way at all? Okay, so I went down here, but how do I get out? That's the question. Can't go here. Like, this platform here looks suspicious, but... Oh. And just jump across there. Okay. Well, this is a new place. I can't get through those trees. Let's call Einstein. But there's paths to try here. Hang on, I want to go in here first. Oh, hey. Hey, shortcut. And this is... here. Okay. That's nice. Another shortcut. So we just gotta call Einstein with the whistle, and Einstein will pee on a tree and it will wither and die. Is that what's gonna happen here? A little bit piercing. Nigel needs my help. I'll sniff him out. Cutter. Do I have to summon him every time I want to cut trees now? Hey. Where's this tree go? We have a warp tree. Oh, it goes to the entrance, of course. Now this annoys me because there's one path I didn't take. And I've gotten to what looks like the end here, so... okay. Bam, sunstone. Let's use it. Nothing happened. So I want to go back for that one path, but we'll see what's over here. Slimes and a ghost. Some free restoration. Little secret extra maze in the back. So I guess that's a tree I can get cut down. Where does this go? It's some doll. Nothing happened. They're not just on call to cut every tree that I need cut. I overestimated the power of the whistle. There's another path over here. Gold slime. Is that only worth 4 gold? I really have to wonder where this path is going. Okay, that's a one-way. I kind of assume that's my way out of here. Ooh, wait. Green maze. Oh, I know where this is. Oh. Okay. Well, that's nice. So where does this go? This must be part of a shortcut somewhere. Oh, no, it's just the way out. So it was actually a long way back here, and I'm not sure... Oh, no, that's one way. Oh! That's why I had the option to climb around here. Go back the other way. Feels like it's not worth fighting these slimes for more gold each. Ah. Scalabopped. The skeletons still outrange me, but they're... They only take 2 hits now, so that's cool. That looks like a border path. Oh, that's a nice shortcut. So you get 3 gold from those slimes, and they're 1 hit now. What is that? Okay, so... I came out this way. Guess I want to warp back to the start of the forest. And then go back in there. It's such a long way in. Oh wait, I have... a shortcut. But where did the shortcut go to? Was it over here? Oh. Around this way. But this doesn't go anywhere. Right, this just goes back to the start. And this goes nowhere. So I feel like I'm mostly... I don't remember exactly the sequence to get anywhere in particular, but I mostly know how to get where I'm going, I think. I hope this shortcut doesn't go too far. I don't remember where it comes out. think this was too far in. Or is it? Oh no. Okay. This is good. Except, is this the way I want to go? I want to get back to the center. Maybe I wanted to go the other way. So I don't have to be running around this maze. I've got the sunstone. It's just... There's two things I felt I hadn't investigated in here, so... I want to investigate them. Oh, that's a dead end. And really, I guess with my approach, it's sort of kind of just a matter of time before I manage to loop around to where I thought I was going. Okay, so we're in here now. Might as well heal up. That was the shortcut to near the end. This was... Where did this go? Huh. So there is a shortcut I haven't found. So... there is more. I wasn't wrong about that. What I wanted to do was go through here again, because this leads to the center, I think. Wait, didn't a gnome tell me to go south and then walk through an invisible wall or something? I wonder what that meant. I don't remember any invisible walls. Okay, so we're getting... Where are we? This was where the gnome pushed me off. Oops. Now I'm just voluntarily falling off. Oh. Yeah, I never got over there. Now I just took a big step back, I think. Which kind of sucks. Forget the way around from here. Oh. Yes, okay. This way. Around here. Then we go in here. Feel. Oh wait, no, that's not a cave. I have been in there. Oh, this is an annoying jump. Okay. Ah, no, I stepped in the wrong spot again. Jumped against the wall. Okay. Just gotta wait for the cycle to align again. Here we go. Now... Wait, was that what I even wanted? Hang on. What was I doing up there in the first place? I forget. Oh, I think this is the right way. Right, okay, so this is the center. Center of Green Maze. Okay, so we're gonna go back in here. So I forget what the gnome said about an invisible wall. I don't know if this was it. Now I'm paranoid that I've missed something. Well, I have missed a shortcut, but... Okay, that goes around. Where does this go? This doesn't seem familiar. Where am I now? Oh! Interesting. I found something. Oh. It's just that shortcut. Okay, so I found that shortcut now. Okay, I now feel the forest is well explored. I'm disappointed that wasn't anything, but... I don't know. Now I just want out. Oh, lucky me. Will you take my place? Okay, so there was a ding here. Maybe I have to kill all these wizards. See, this one is annoying, because, like, okay. Obviously something's going on here, but... Wait. Is that... Oh. Okay. Definitely worth going back for. So now it doesn't ding anymore. So is that a treasure warning? Is that what the bell is? Is the bell dinging every time there's a treasure in the room that's hidden? Okay. So I think what I want to do is use this, get to the end, and then I can take this shortcut to Masan. Which will give me a quicker route to Ryoma? I can't remember the name of the town. As I recall, there's a shortcut around here. Okay. Okay. Just get out of this forest. We're done here. That's the way out. Okay. So... Oh wait, there's dogs in Masan, there's dogs in Ryuma, there's dogs everywhere. Well, let's just go, like, check out everything, I guess. So this is now a fast travel to... I forget where. Oh, I see. Well, that's nice. That's real nice. So, let's, oh, you can understand me. I'm a girl, or well, at least it was, until Helga, a witch, changed me into a dog. Marty, my sweetheart, is also under her spell. She's made him into her pet. Can't. We can never return to our human forms if we meet each other in these figures. Helga has to die? That's dark. Okay, so can I use the whistle here? Ah. All thanks to Eki Eki. Should I buy some more? So one will heal me 20. I can stay at the inn for 20 to heal me 25. Oh, it's 10 golds. This is worth it. So I feel like the bell is telling me about treasures. Like that. That's the bell. Don't judge a doll by its color. So is this race called doll, or is this drink called doll, or both? I mean, both would kind of make sense in the real world kind of thing, where... where, like, things often have conflicting names like that, but... it seems like it's both a race and a drink. Or not just a race, like a species. Okay, so how can I cut those trees? Maybe... This statue kind of feels important to me. I can't talk to chickens, eh? It's just dogs, right? I wonder if I'll be able to talk to chickens later. So... we want to go talk to the dog in Gumi. We want to go visit the witch. Forgot to save my game. Mushrooms are still annoying. I could go see the old man in the swamp shrine just for fun. See what's up there. What if she had like a closer house? Wait. Oh, this isn't where the old man was. I don't need to come in here. I meant to go to the waterfall, and that's a ways back. So Cutter had a way to chop down trees, but... I wonder about getting the axe from him or something. Here we are, past the waterfall. Now this is still weird, suspicious, but I guess it's not dinging or anything, so... what's the way? Over here? Yeah, I think so. I like that snare drum. This snare drum, and it's not exactly an orchestra hit, but it's a nice sound gesture. Okay, so what do you have to say now? So the Duke finally broke his cover. Wow, I'm amazed he has something new to say. It's not useful, but I'm amazed he has something new to say. I'm continually impressed by just how much dialogue this game has in it. Where does this go? Yeah, it's just that treasure chest. See, this gray one feels like it means something, but I don't know. Let's just continue on to Gumi, where we'll talk to the dog. Maybe we can go see the Swordmaster again. Maybe he'll have something new to say. We want to go see the witch and talk to Marty. It's a swamp shrine. I don't need to go in there. Where are all these corridor rooms? Okay, so we made it to Gumi. There's the chicken that's slowed down. Here's another dog. I can pick up the dog. How did I pick up the dog before? That was interesting. Okay, I guess there's nothing new in this village. So where did I go from here? Oh, we just went up this path, which unlocked. So this was the path to the Swordmaster. Maybe we'll drop in on him. He did give us a nice gift of a cool magic sword, so... And I bet not a lot of people visit him, given how treacherous the way to his house is. So I bet he'd be happy to see us. Aw. Thought I could do it in one step. Should be able to, but... There we go. Finally did it. How do you like it? Thunder Sword, Sword of Ice. It's supposed to be a Gaia Sword. Well, it'd be nice to know about. So once again, like not... That's actually in the manual. That wasn't actually helpful advice. Wow, I can one hit. Or, I guess it's 2 hits now, but with the magic hit, I can one hit the orc, 2 hit the orc, I mean. Does this go anywhere yet? Where did this go? Is this by Masan? Yeah. Oops. Okay, well, let's go take the Swamp Stone back. Or the Sunstone, I mean. And I should probably save my game. The Lighthouse is vandalized, so everybody has something new to say here. It's amazing. Or maybe not everybody, but... Yes, I did know. The innkeeper advised me not to come here. Just leave town. I'm gonna save. I haven't saved in a while. I'm going with you this time. So she has a friend. Her friend is the jar. The jar organizer. So do I want 2 more statues? figure I might as well get them for this price while I'm here. Looks like he put me to work after all. Wow, he smashed it. Oh, hey. Livestock in the corner. So, now that I've restored the lighthouse, I bet something has changed at the shipyard in Mercator. Is the Duke really such a rogue? Hey, a dog. I love the tang of the sea. I don't think of the sea as tangy, but I don't know, I can't argue with the dog. They taste a lot of things that I don't. Hi, this is Ryuma. I guess I've solved all their problems now. Yeah, I know, I brought it back. Okay. So, probably stop playing soon. What will I do with the treasures? What treasures? Dog that loves the tang. I thought tang was an acidic taste. Legendary treasures must exist if the Duke abandoned the town for them. Seems plausible. So wait. There are two dogs? I was just wandering. Okay. I think I'm caught up on this town's business. Let's go see the witch. Really we want to talk to the witch's dog. So the witch is up here. It's kind of a long way around, but... Oh, right, I need the box. Stupid ghosts. Well, I guess I could just walk across the swamp if I wanted, couldn't I? Take a bunch of damage. Okay, so I need to get up here, drop the pot, do the awkward walk. There we go. Okay, so that's not that hard to do. I'm locked here. Run away, she'll turn you into a dog. You're now a dog. I'm now a dog. I'm now a dog. This is amazing. I'm now a dog. Well, this is cool. Witch's House Dungeon. Can't seem to... Look at the little... The dog has a little butthole. I never noticed it on the others, but... Hey, that's a ring there. Oh, it's Musty Hobbit. With a party of 12. Hey there, how's it going? Yeah, I'm a dog now. Witch turned me into a dog. I learned how to talk to dogs. Check out that little 1 pixel butthole back there. I learned to talk to dogs in a forest, and I learned that a witch is enslaved, has turned 2 people into dogs. One she was keeping as a pet, or slave, I'm not sure. And the other one was back in a town we'd been in before, but when I talked to the other dog, they were like boyfriend, girlfriend, and she was sad because, well, she told me about her boyfriend Marty, who is... Wait, why does this say like... Oh, there we go. So we went to go find him, and he said, run away, she'll turn you into a dog, and then she turned me into a dog. And then she went into her dungeon basement. This is where we are now. It's lights out! Oh, wow. Well, I kind of need my sword, I think. And the dog's not very good at handling a sword. Oh, I thought that would empty the puzzle. Maybe not. So wait, that does those 3. Well, it doesn't flip them. Do I want them all on? Do I... This puzzle is not behaving. So I thought it was lights out, but it's not. It's... Each of them turns others on. Hang on, there's gotta be a... Okay, that one's last. Or that one. Because that one I can eliminate it by itself. I see. So this is kind of making an ordering for me. Except, how do I turn off the one in the middle? Because that turns that on, which turns those back on. Yeah, I'm gonna reset this. So wait, I hit that. Did that unlock anything? That brings these 3. That one brings that one back. So none of them turn the others off, but some of them... turn others on, so I can't get rid of the middle one. I can get rid of a lot of them, though. Get rid of that. Not that one. So how's everybody doing? Thanks for the raid, Musty Hobbit. Is it Monday? I have a poor concept of what time it is. I guess, well, it's technically Tuesday for me, looks like, by my calendar, but it's Monday-esque. So I made a ring here. I don't think it's possible to have them all on. And because this opens that, and that opens that, then it's clearly not possible to make them all disappear. See, like, now that that one's gone, as soon as I touch this one, confusing. Okay, so I guess I'll map this, but so this one does nothing. There's no other thing it turns on. And I think that's true of this corner? No. So this corner brings both of those on. This one brings that on, and the middle turns 3 adjacent ones on, but not all of them. The top. Brings on those two. Does it bring on... does it bring on the center? Yes. Okay, the one at the top brings these 3. This one brings that one. But the thing is, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, even when I know what they all do. See, I can clear a lot of them. That one does that one, but does it do... does it both of those? And it does the middle. This one goes back that way, and that way, and that way. Okay. So I have this weird connection map between all of them, but what does it teach me? Like I can do this, but so what was this for? So that's the first one. The first one makes 3 more. So if I remove that... Oh, that has a weird long distance connection. I just don't understand what the goal is here, though. Because it's not possible to have them all off or all on. I don't think so. Like this one makes this one appear, and this one makes that one appear. Like all the ones that are reversing like that are impossible to restore. You can make an H for Helga. I think I've exhausted my ability to do this without a walkthrough, and I don't really want to wait until I think of new ideas, so I'm going to look this up. You think I already did it? Like if I go back... there will be something changed? Oh. There it is. Okay. So I was wasting time trying to solve a solved puzzle, that's what it was. Alright, well... thank you for that clarification. It looks like it's supposed to be a Harry Madonna GG, but it's... what's BT? Is that with grayscale? This is some Chips Challenge business here. Oh, I gotta ride the... This is funny. This is gonna be hard. Oh, it's the bubble tea. Oh, do I have to do it really fast? Oh no, I jumped. Yeah, that comes back quick. Oh, this is an annoying sounding room. I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit. Oh, come on, that feels unfair. At least these balls don't hurt you. No, don't jump. Okay, so if you're standing on it, it's renewed. Oh! That's interesting. I can just stand half off and I will automatically ride the ball. Will I make it in time? I gotta... No. This is not a very good one. No, come on. Okay. This one is... Okay. There we go. Now, did that drop a switch, or did that... Okay, I can turn the volume back up. Oh, that was... That had an unpleasant sound to it. I wasn't expecting this to be a dungeon. I guess I should have. Everything's... well, a lot of stuff is a dungeon in this, but it felt like a small side quest. Oh. I see. Ah. Oh. Oh, I have to do a corner jump. Okay. Let's just practice the rest of this. And that's sort of straight. How am I getting up there? Oh, that must be... there must be a block that appears. Okay. That seems like the hardest jump there. Okay, let's do it. Nope. I've said it before, but I think this game's inputs are too awkward for the precise timing things that they demand of you at times. Oh, come on! So you can't just walk off, you have to, like, tiny tap off, but you can't tap too little off either. It's like you have to walk exactly the right amount off, and it's a diagonal press, so you're pressing 2 contacts at a time, so they don't really connect together properly. So it's easy to move the wrong way for an instant, which wrecks the whole... It's a stupid control scheme. I do not like it. Is playable, but it's unreasonable of them to make demands like this on it. Like, if there was a difficulty switch to increase the timings of everything by like 1.5, I would take it, and I would think it was better. Sorry, my nose is getting very itchy. I don't know if it's my seasonal allergies or what. This is a nightmare. I think I've already hesitated too much for that one. Nope. You'd think they could make them progressively slightly easier just to, you know, have a nice feeling progression with a lot of tension, but no. Hi there, Nudes of Dudes, how's it going? I've been turned into a dog. This is not one of the good rooms in the game, but I am enjoying the game overall quite a bit. Okay, I did it. How do I get back up? Do I have to jump off this? There we go. I finally did. So it took me a couple minutes, but I did it. It wasn't fun, but I did it. So to explain the situation I'm in the last area I gained the ability to talk to dogs. And by talking to dogs, I went back to a town where there was a dog, and she told me her boyfriend had been captured. She had been turned into a dog, and her boyfriend had been turned into a dog by a witch. So I went to go see the witch. I had met the witch before, but the dog told me to run, and that she was going to turn me into a dog, and she did. And then she ran into her dungeon basement. So now I'm chasing the witch, so that she'll turn me back into not a dog. Hopefully. Okay. So this whole room is perfect jumps. Yes, this is gonna be another ordeal. So the control scheme, the reason this is so onerous is because you have to press diagonally. Pressing left or right moves along the last axis. You can only move in, like, cardinal directions. Pressing left or right or up or down moves along the last axis. So right now I'm pressing up or down. Right now I'm pressing left or right. They're both moving up, right, down, left. So to switch to the other two, you have to press diagonally. And now this is up, this is down, this is left, this is right. So that it switches them every time you have pressed a diagonal. So this jump in particular, I have to, in air, switch 2 diagonals. I don't know. And that's really hard to do. Because if you mispress a diagonal and press like left first or up first, you start moving in the last direction instead of the new direction, which is exactly what you don't want to do. So I don't like it. I don't like this scheme. What I really wish this game had would be just press up to move upright and press down to move down left. And have it like locked like that, and you just rotate your controller a little bit, and then you have that. So making a jump straight across, not a problem, because you can keep going in the same direction. That's not error prone. Making a turn in midair is really rough. And that's this dungeon. Most of the game has not been demanding this. I'm hoping there's not much of this remaining. But these last couple of rooms have been all of this, so I guess that's the life of a dog in Landstalker. So I can make one diagonal jump in a row, or turning jump. You don't have much time to set up for it. You have a little bit of time. I keep getting hung up here. I think because you can't turn until you're past this corner of the wall. I think that's what it is. Because you can't jump into open space. There's rules about what you can jump down. So I have to jump... I have to run to the edge. How am I going to land on that? That seems too far away. I'm wondering if I have like a dog double jump I don't know about. But I don't know. The other thing that's weird about this dungeon is you get locked in here when you enter. And there's no way out. Usually the dungeons are just open and you can just walk out. Not here. And I haven't saved in a while. So I'm kind of stuck in here until I finish these. Yeah, I got turned into a dog, and the door closed behind me, so... How am I supposed to make this jump? This is like... I'm trying to practice it. Is there a perspective here that I'm... Sometimes this game does tricky things with the perspective. I don't know if that's the case here, but... Like, it'd be interesting if this corner is a red herring or something. Like, this corner jump doesn't actually feel possible. It's like such a long... It feels like it's too far. Like, this one's okay. Is that one really the same? Walk underneath for a moment. Compare distances. Is that the same jump? Like, if it let me jump out into the middle, it would feel safer, but it does not. I feel like I'm just having the same thing happen every time. Like, I don't feel like I've made any progress around the corner. I can get to the end most of the time. That actually felt a little closer. Oh, that felt like almost it. Maybe I'm getting it. So much turning jump. So this is the second time in this dungeon where I'm feeling like I want to look up whether I'm doing this wrong. Hi there, Coca-Cola. How's it going? I'm in, I think, the worst dungeon of the game. I hope. I hope it's the worst, is what I'm saying, because I don't want to be doing this again, but I can only hope. It wouldn't be so bad if it just let me press straight directions instead of having to do everything through diagonals. I made the jump. I actually made the jump, but then I failed the jump after that should be easy, but isn't, because nothing's easy. I don't know, the shadows I can give or take. I'm not having a problem knowing where I am at this point. I'm having a real problem inputting a jump around a corner. Because you can't just like jump in midair, you have to turn 90 degrees. And to turn 90 degrees, you have to precisely push a diagonal. And if you do anything but the precise input, you'll be locked in place, in this case, and your jump will fail. So I've been stuck here a few minutes. So a moment ago I felt like I was making progress because I got close a couple times and then I finally did it once. Part of the problem is if I'm too close to this wall, you get stuck on the wall. Because this isn't open space, this is a wall. That's another thing in this game, like most of the walls are invisible for the sake of letting you see through the rooms, but sometimes means like places where you can jump down. Places where you can jump down usually don't have a brightened border like this, and places where you can't jump into usually do. It's not entirely consistent, but there's generally a hint where you can jump down. You still kind of just gotta press against a lot of the edges to figure it out. Okay, that felt like an almost. Yeah, the first one's not too bad. The thing is, if they made this puzzle just one jump, like... it'd probably be, like, one corner jump, it'd probably be pretty reasonable. It's just they take everything to the limit. Or not everything. Oh! Okay, second time I've done it. I've probably been here 15 minutes, I don't know. I didn't start a timer or anything, but... Oh. It's possible to get, but I'm... This is not the good stuff. There has been lots of good stuff in this game. This is not one of those moments. So, like, I have been having fun with this game, but this part I wish wasn't here. I wish this part was a little bit more relaxed. But I've kind of felt that way about... There have been a bunch of kind of moments like this. This has been... I finally got it. This has been worse than any of the others. This room. But there have been a bunch of tight timing moments like that. where I thought they went a little too hard on them. Okay. So do I want to go up or down? Because it looks like it can go up or down. So what's up? Oh. This is just the start of the dungeon. This is a block that I'll use to get that ring, I guess, on my way out once I get turned into a human. But you see how there's no bridge on the side of that wall that's showing you can jump down? Or like here. It's usually clear where you can jump down, somewhat. It's not really a problem, but it's just kind of weird because you see all these open spaces you can't jump into, and then you have open spaces you can. It takes some getting used to. Anyway, so this was, yeah, that led to the bad room. And I wanted to go down and not up here. That's fine. That wasn't bad. Okay. So here's the witch. You seem to be fatal to me. I think you'd better die now. I can't. Oh no! She killed herself. That was bizarre. That was bizarre. Alright. Well, we've also rescued 2 dogs that were humans turned into dogs. And I guess my reward for this whole quest is this ring. Don't know what it's gonna do, but... Saturn Stone. Oh, that's why I have a hand. I thought I was gonna get gloves. Okay, I got a Saturn Stone. Hang on. I think there is a description of this in here somewhere. Rings, rings, rings. Magic rings. Saturn Stone doubles your sword charge. Okay. That's actually really cool, because it charges really slow. That was good to get. So, I guess if we go up here, we'll meet the dog who's turned back into a human. Ah! They're here. They're gonna live here. I really yarf, arf, arf. Oh no, what's happening? Just kidding. Well, that was funny. Okay. So that was quite nice to get, actually. So when I'm not swinging my sword, the attack charges. Oh, I don't want to go in there. Poison. And then the first time I swing it, I get a magic attack that does like extra damage. Which is nice. Wow, I'm taking damage fast in here. So before, like when I got the magic sword, it felt kind of not very useful because it takes so long to charge, and why would I bother doing that? And now, still takes a long time to charge, but there, I can, well, that was an enemy I kill in one hit, but there. They're taking extra damage when I charge up. Normally this is 2 hits. That's all that's happening there. I'm glad I have. Man, it would have been a real drag if I just like died there after doing a dungeon and not having saved. So where does this go? Okay, so this is a warp tree. I haven't unlocked its twin. They all have twins. I made it back to the city. Okay. I'm back at the city. Yeah, there isn't experience. You collect hearts, or they're called livestock, but it adds another heart to your hit point meter. Yeah, you do collect items over time. Some of them you buy, some of them you find. Like this armor I bought. This someone gives you. That one I did a dungeon for. This is interesting. So this shop used to be full of people. Now it's kind of empty. Oh, okay. I thought they were... This place is mine. That's funny. Wait, what's this sign? Oh, the sign says this place is mine. Oh! Okay, there was a dog who lived here. And that guy was interested in knowing who owned the land, but the dog ran away. So this is the other item shop. And it had some weird items. So one of the things I found here was a bell, which I think rings whenever I'm near a treasure. But it also bought this death statue, a spellbook, and shortcake. Shortcake causes the fairy in my backpack to get mad at me when I try and give her shortcake. And she thinks it's a joke at her height. The spellbook, I don't know what it does. The death statue, I don't know what it does. You can use them and it will consume them. And then there's this Oracle Stone, but it costs way too much for now. I don't have the money. Okay, I think I've done everything in here. Oh yeah, there's this guy. I want to take another crack at his challenge. I feel like if my sword range ever increases, I'll be able to do this challenge, but now I don't think so. So here I have to kill a bunch of enemies without taking a hit, which is tricky, because sometimes the shortcake is a bunny girl costume? That's interesting. So she gets similarly mad about it, but for a different reason. I've heard the spell book is like a dirty book instead or something. But I feel like if I ever get a sword that increases the range a little bit, this challenge will suddenly become a lot easier. The problem is they sometimes break through there, like that. So that's always been happening to me. So there's a well down here I still don't know how to get into. I guess I should save and then probably stop soon. It's getting late. But I just want to check out if anything has changed at the waterfront. I forget what blocked my path to the mountain area before. Oh wait, also... There were 2 trees that we could maybe cut down. Might as well fill up on this. That song is getting around town. Yeah, the animation in this is quite nice. The graphics are very nice. I do like how it looks quite a lot, and I love all the writing in it. I've been continually surprised, like, just everybody in town. This is a huge town, and almost everybody has had multiple things to say as things progress in the game. Like, this is new, because I just found the Sunstone. Okay, I can go to Verla. Is that what I want to do? That probably is what I want to do. Because I can't think of any other unfinished tasks. So there was some... I managed to cut down a tree in the forest. Well, I cut her who had a dog who I befriended. And that dog taught me to talk to other dogs. And that's how I ended up in that witch's house dungeon. But that dog, his friend, human friend, cut down a tree for me. And they left me with the whistle, but the whistle only worked once, it seemed. Oh. Right, they wanted to hear Ludwig play. Why can't I get across there? This is nice music. Oh, so they left for the continent, but they just dropped me off here. Okay. So... Oh, it's unicorns. Probably just go into the town. I was hoping to find a warp tree. Oh, there it is. Aha. So I bet this takes me back to Mercator. Yeah. Okay, so I can get back. So the overworld music has changed. Just like forever? That's interesting. Nice. What's up? Oh, I thought I was gonna have a nice town to explore, but... What's happened in this town? Maybe I should investigate this open door. just my sword. Off. Okay, so I will be able to save here. I guess I'll just wander around this town. It seems like a not too huge town, and probably just see if anybody's home. Ah, come on. Hi there, Chinese Hook. How's it going? Kind of finishing up for the evening. I just found this new town. It seems to be overrun with armored enemies. Is it tough? As in, some parts have been really tricky to execute. The combat hasn't been tough, I've found. There have been some kind of obtuse puzzles. Oh, there's a well. I bet there's stuff going on down the well. Ah? Ah. Chew. Okay. We can look at the island map. Please look. So this is where we are now. So at this point we've seen kind of like everything except the two areas at the top there. We haven't been in the volcano, we haven't been in that sort of small gray building to the top, or that little town to the top left. We've been in the castle, that's a big city. We've been in the tower below it. And then in the bottom right of the map, there's a town, that's where we just sailed here from, and it's got the lighthouse. And all the way on the right is the town of Gumi. It's just a small village, and then the northeast is another town. So we've called San. That's where we started the game. So we've seen quite a lot of the island now. I feel like I'm getting pretty far along. So this is the back room. There's a pile of stuff back here. Wish this guy had, like, new armor to sell me or something, but, doesn't seem so. Did I try talking to him? Oh, no. I have to wait through the whole sneeze every time I enter the shop. Funny. So yeah, I've been liking the game. It's got a lot of charm. The dialogue is very humorous, and there's a lot of it. Okay, so I haven't gone down this well. Is there nothing down here? I for sure thought there would be some sort of secret. But maybe that's all there is to it. And I went in this house, right? There's like nobody hiding in the back or something. So I wonder what happened to this town. Did everybody get killed by knights? Why is it empty like this? Did I go in this one? Yeah, I must have. So I think that's it. Don't think there's anything else to do in this town, so I probably have to go to the mountain. There's a mountain pass nearby. So I'll just talk to this priest. Oh, the Duke came here. with his knights and ran everybody off. Well, I did kill a bunch of the knights. I didn't see any more. But I'm going to save here for now. So next time we'll go up the mountain path or whatever. I think it said Verla Mountain. Oh, I didn't want to continue. I wanted to end my game. But, yeah, so I guess next time I'll go up the mountain path. There's two mountain paths, actually. There's one for... One was blocked. I forget what blocked it. Maybe I should go back there and figure it out. Like, from the big castle town, Mercator, in the middle, if you go northwest of that, there was a blocked mountain path. And I forget what was blocking it. But here there was a sign that said there was a Verla Mountain path, so I guess I'll check that out first. Oh, I pressed yes again. I guess it doesn't matter, all I have to do is turn off the game. But I like going to the no. Or the yes, I mean... No, I mean the no. I have to do no then yes. Confusing myself. Don't save, because I've already saved. But then I want to no, not continue. To feel like I've closed the game, even though it's a Genesis game, so you would just turn it off. But that's it. So I guess